And welcome back to the channel, everybody. Welcome back to a new video, and you've probably already seen some videos and news headlines about what's taking place at Stellantis, but I thought I got to share this only because you all know how much I love to say I told you so. And listen, I'm not always right, but when I am, I'm going to jump on here and point it out only because it gives credibility to the channel that I'm calling some things out that just make perfect sense. In this situation, what's taking place is the Tavares allies are getting ran out of the company. And if you watched a video just a few months ago after Tavares was bounced out of Stellantis, I said, here's what's going to happen. They're going to find everybody that's super tight with him that they can blame all the disaster on, which might be legitimate blame, and they're going to get rid of these people because it is rotting from the inside out. And getting rid of allies of Tavares is the first smart thing to do. So I'll hand it to Elkin, who's doing the right thing right now, and Filosa and the folks that are still left that are saying, hey, we need to get rid of these folks. And here's why. It's really simple. Everything's been a total disaster for this last couple of years. And even this year, it's a total disaster. I was talking to several salespeople at several different Dodge dealerships who said it is downright miserable right now in the dealerships. They have nothing to sell and no customers who want to buy the stuff. Even the new Wagoneer S, it's just not selling. They don't have anything to sell. Now, the entire car market is struggling. Yes, I understand that. But Dodge is exceptionally challenged with quality issues and recalls and one issue after another issue, and frankly, bad press. And it's not my channel or TK and Butter's channel. We're not big enough to make an impact on this gigantic company. It's all over the place. We're basically regurgitating information we're getting from other news sources and sometimes inside news sources. But in this situation, it's just so bad inside that company that they can't be bringing in a bunch of new leaders, even though they just hired a guy named Bob Broderdorf or something like that to run Jeep globally, which isn't a bad decision. The guy's had 25 years experience with Jeep, so that's probably a really good decision. But they're getting rid of, let me look on here, let me read this to you. They're getting rid of, let's go up here. They're getting rid of this guy, Yves Bonifant. Yves Bonifant. I would fire him just for his name being Yves. I'm probably saying that wrong, so correct me. I don't know how you correct me without making a video. One of the biggest departures is chief software engineer. Biggest issue they've had with this Charger, and frankly, they're going to probably have with the Wagoneer S, is software issues. The chief software officer. So those who were saying, oh, there's no issues with the software, you guys are just haters. It's like, this dude just got booted because, watch, a longtime Tavares ally. He has overseen Stellantis software division. This dude should be fired and then brought back, fired again, just for good measure because of the disaster that has been so many problems with that Dodge Charger. It goes on to say he's been blamed for delays in crucial model launches across both the U.S. and European markets. His responsibilities will now fall under Ned Curick. Now, I would rather take my private parts, slam them in my 2023 Dodge Challenger Scat Pack door until I couldn't feel them any longer than take that position, considering he is inheriting a disaster, a full-on nightmare. He's going to have to fix it, but that means what his job is going to be, and I will call this out, his job is going to be to fire everybody who the other guy hired who's been screwing this thing up. And let's go ahead and just dig in and wonder, let's scratch our heads and go, wonder where those people are. These are probably, very likely, lots of these engineers that they have overseas that have been getting paid $50,000 compared to the average $150,000 they were paying for engineers in the U.S. So they've got cheaper engineers. I don't care where they live. If you hire somebody for 1/3 of what you could get someone else for, you're assuming that that person for 1/3 is going to be as good as the person that is earning 3 times more. And Tavares couldn't figure that one out. So now they're going to have to get rid of those folks, and guess what's going to happen next? We're going to see they're going to have to start bringing back some of the expensive engineers to fix these problems. But for all of us, that's a good sign. And here's why. If you watch my last video about the six-pack, I'm concerned, and yes, I plan to buy one of those things. I am concerned that if I bought one, that the issues would be massive. I would have tons of breakdown issues. And in my world, having a daily driver, I need something that's reliable. And despite some of you haters in the comments, my 2023 Dodge Challenger has been, after the first month of working through some build quality missteps, has been downright flawless, perfect, zero issues whatsoever. It is a workhorse carrying my fat ass all over Southern California at a very, very realistic 12 to 13 miles per gallon, 16 on the highway if I'm holding my breath and, it's in sixth gear. So bottom line is, I'm worried that if I bought that six-pack, that I'm going to have a car that's getting recalled. They know that if they are going to launch that six-pack, that they cannot have that car become a flop. They have to hit a home run. If they don't hit a home run on that thing, Dodge is dead. Dodge is going with the Oldsmobile. Dodge is going with Buick. Is Buick around? I don't even know. Maybe they are. They're going down the road of becoming a memory. That's where Dodge is headed. So this six-pack has to hit the ball out of the park. This thing has to have no big issues, and they can't have all of us talking trash. I will be waiting for my invitation to go drive that at the Radford Racing School. I know I'll be holding my breath for a very long time because you're not going to call me Dodge because I've been hurting your feelings for quite a while here. But I would say it might not be a bad idea. As long as you fix the bugs, as long as you make that thing proper, put a right warranty on it, here we go. Get rid of all these people who didn't know what they were doing, who were yes-manning to Tavares. Bring back the engineers that know what they're doing and get the right people working on that car. And I'm telling you, that car has the possibility, even though it's not a Hemi, and believe me, I'm disappointed in that. I think that'll come later. It's going to take some time for them to get back on the horse and get us a Hemi back. But it's a nice, fair, reasonable bridge while we're waiting for them to get their heads out of their rears and bringing us a Hemi. And I'd be fine in driving it because, frankly, the gas mileage would probably be a lot better unless it shows up weighing 5,000 pounds, in which case it won't be. So with that, everybody, let me know what you think in the comments below. But we called it out. We talked about it earlier this year, or late last year, that they're going to start picking people off that were close to Tavares and that were yes men. And I'll tell you, this guy, Yves Bonafort, I'm guessing he was a yes man and was hiring and making a lot of really bad decisions. And when they were dumping all those engineers last year, remember when that was happening? And replacing them with super cheap engineers from all over the country, all over the world. It's no surprise that that company is where it's at right now, and they're having the problems they've been having with these cars. So with that, please like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.